Hello, beautiful Gemini. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today I'm doing a general reading for the Gemini Collective for the month of June 2026. All right, let's get started and see what Spirit has in store for the Gemini Collective. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Gemini Collective for June 2026? What messages do you have for the Gemini Collective for June 2026? Okay, we've got our first message, recognition and reward. Looking good, Gemini. All right, two more messages. What will the energy be like for June 2026? Memories of love. Okay, this is similar to the Six of Cups in the tarot. Okay, memories of love. Gemini Collective, June 2026. What messages do you have? The heart chakra. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to get one more. One more, please, Spirit. Okay, Spirit has given us two more cards, actually, so let me just make room for these. So we've got accelerated motion. This is like the Eight of Wands. Okay, something's moving quickly. And moving on. Okay, well, I think I can do a better job here. Okay. Oh, goodness, I'm not doing very well. Got it. Oh, boy, okay. Wasn't expecting all these cards. Usually I just take three, but Spirit really wanted to talk to you today. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. We'll make do. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's get some clarifiers on the table. So clarifiers, please, Spirit. Clarifier, please, for recognition and reward. Recognition and reward. For Gemini, please, for June 2026. Please clarify recognition and reward. Ten of Wands. Okay. Please clarify memories of love. Please clarify memories of love. Please clarify memories of love. Okay. We've got the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Okay, for heart, we've got the Lovers. Okay. For accelerated motion, we have the High Priestess. Please clarify accelerated motion further and High Priestess. One more, please. For the High Priestess and accelerated motion. Okay, fell on the floor. I just have to get that. Okay, it's the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. And I think you're seeing my cat Charlie on the on the camera. I have a video in the miscellaneous playlist all about him if you want to watch that. Okay. Okay, moving on. Clarifier, please, for moving on. Clarifier, please, for moving on. Yeah, a wish come true, the Star. Okay, one more clarifier for moving on and the Star. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let me just move these cards down now and start with the first cards that we picked up. There are a lot of cards on the table here for this little space. Okay. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths, and you're more than welcome to join me. I'm just grounding myself. Okay. All right, Gemini. So what I see here is that there was something that you really loved in the past. Like you felt it was such a great accomplishment, okay? It may have been like a romantic relationship with a partner that you just felt so happy with, you know? Like you just felt really lucky to be with that person. Um, or it could be a job where you've won awards. You may have even been promoted or, received raises and that sort of thing. Maybe recognized as the employee of the month sort of thing. Something that brought you happiness. It could even be a group of some sort, some institution that you belong to, that you felt really happy to belong to that group. Okay? So once upon a time, you were very, like this brought you emotional comfort, okay? You felt like you belonged. It brought you happiness. You felt recognized. You felt like, it was some kind of positive thing in your life, okay? But I can see now that it's become a burden of some sort, okay, with the Ten of Wands there. And with the Daughter of Cups here, I can see that you're wanting, because 10 is an ending and a new beginning is about to start. You want to put these 10 wands down now and have a new beginning that's more emotionally fulfilling, more in line with your heart, okay, what your heart desires. Something has happened, something has changed, okay? And this is no longer what you desire, okay? It's no longer what you're desiring. Whatever it was that was bringing you happiness, it's actually, at one time it brought you happiness, it's now becoming a burden. And you're actually wanting a new beginning of some sort. So this is something that's more aligned with your heart, okay? So this could be like a marriage or a relationship that you've been in for a long time and you feel like you've outgrown it. It could be a job that you feel you've outgrown. Um, uh, you know, it could be even a version of you that you've outgrown. Maybe you're a people pleaser, or, um, you know, um, maybe you've been playing small, okay, and you want to lead a more authentic life, be more yourself now. Something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you, something that, um, uh, uh, would make your heart happier. Okay? And this could be a relationship with the Lover's card here. Take it as it resonates. It could be a relationship that you've outgrown. It could be with a romantic partner, or, even a friend or friend group. Um, it could be within a company that you work for. It could be any type of relationship, a business partnership, okay, that you've outgrown. And now you have to make a choice. Are you going to put these wands down? Are you going to go for that new beginning? You could stay where you are, okay? But your heart, okay, your soul feels like it wants something more. And I can't tell you, what to do. I don't know your personal situation. I can't, tell you what to do. This is not a personal reading, it's a collective reading. But I feel that you are going to make a decision to move on with the accelerated motion here, and the um, uh, moving on card. See here, his shackles. And this is not about body parts, but this is a man here. His shackles, he's removed them, okay? And he's moving on from the darkness into the light, okay? Um, so I think you're going to put these wands down go for this new beginning, okay? This is a choice card. You're going for this new beginning. You're going to go after this. This card is accelerated motion. It's the Eight of Wands card, okay, in the tarot. But it really reminds me of the Star card because of the star here and her looking up, like making a wish. So I really feel that you're going to go after something that you really want, some wish that's dear to your heart, okay? With the heart chakra here. There's something that you're desiring, and I think you're going to set yourself free of whatever this is, as comfortable as it is. You're going to set yourself free and go into the light, okay? And with the accelerated motion here, it's actually going to happen quite quickly once you've made this choice, okay? It's going to happen quite quickly for you. Everything's going to start moving quite quickly. It's just that you have to make a choice, okay? And once you've made the choice, the universe is going to come in and help you, okay? And here with the High Priestess, it's like you're really tapping into your intuition, okay? You're really, really tapping into your intuition about this. Like, so what I mean is, in the outside world, everything looks fine. And, you know, but your intuition is telling you that everything is not fine, okay? So people might be shocked. For instance, like maybe you've been married for 10, 15, 20 years and you have a loyal partner who works hard, who is good to you, good to your children if you have children, or an employer with, a job with really good benefits, that pays you well. And so rationally, why would you leave this comfort zone? It seems like you've got it good, okay? But your heart tells you that you want more and you have to, follow your heart. Like there's a strong pull here to make a decision, to follow your heart, to follow your soul, okay? And I believe you're going to choose to do that. And again, I'm not giving you advice. I'm just reading the cards here. And it looks like to me that you're going to do it. Okay? And there's going to be celebration. You're going to be very happy that you made this decision. Okay? You're going to feel light. Like, yes, you'll be anxious. You'll be scared. About the changes. Change, is not always easy. There's excitement, there's anxiousness, but there's also like celebration here. And you may even have some people who are close to you who are going to support this decision, like a friend circle or maybe some family members who are going to understand. Yeah, I'm getting that show, a scene from a show that was on a few, I think about a decade ago or so. It was called Mike and Molly. And Molly has the opportunity to take a summer writing program. Like her dream is to be a published writer. And she has the opportunity to go to this writing course. But she knows her husband's not going to be happy about this decision because she's going to be away from him for several months. She didn't even tell him that she had applied for this. But like her heart is really desiring this. And she speaks to her mother-in-law, and her mother-in-law and she have a contentious relationship, to say the very least. Like her mother-in-law is always putting her down to, her son, and always not a big fan of Molly. Okay, but in this moment, her mother-in-law tells her that when she was younger and married to Molly's husband's father, that she had an opportunity to go and do a training program, to follow a dream of her own about managing a restaurant and and something to do with a franchise. But anyways, that was her dream at the time. But her husband, was on the police force, and he had just started his new job, and she felt like she couldn't go and do it, like, it just wasn't good timing. Like, she knew he wouldn't be happy with it, and so she put her own desires um, to the side, to help him with his goals. Okay. And so she advised Molly, um, you know, don't make the same mistake she did, because she regretted it for the rest of her life. So that was so she was telling Molly, go do this writing course. Your husband's going to be fine. If he truly loves you, he'll wait for you, sort of thing. Like, you have a right to follow your dreams. And I think, like, no disrespect to any men watching this video, but especially as women, we're taught to put our own needs aside, our own desires to, prop up other people, like that expression, the woman behind the man kind of thing. So I feel like, you need to follow your heart's desire, even if it doesn't seem rational. Okay, I think this is what Spirit is guiding you to do. And there's going to be celebration, and there will be people who support you. If they're not physical people, your spiritual team is supporting you. Okay, your ancestors. Yeah, and there's definitely a wish coming true here. Um, you know, uh, I feel that you're going to go for it, and a wish is coming true. There's a new beginning here, Ace of Coins, and there's the possibility of it being quite prosperous. So this may be like a business idea that you have, okay? And you're just planting that seed, and it's going to be prosperous, Like, maybe you've been doing a side gig and it's finally doing well enough that you think you can, you know, quit your day job and do this full time, but it's a risk, sort of thing. But it is going to be prosperous, and a dream is coming true here. My cat Charlie just jumped on the desk. He might come over and bless this reading. I'm not sure. Hello, Charlie. Um, okay, let's get some messages from the angels. Oh, one of my crystals just fell on the floor. I'm sorry if that was loud. Um, Angels, what messages do you have for the Gemini Collective, please? What messages do you have for the Gemini Collective? And I'm hearing Spirit say, like, don't worry if people think you're being selfish, okay? Don't worry if people think you're being selfish, okay? Don't worry about other people's judgments for whatever this is, okay? So the message is here from the angels is renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Yeah, so you're getting rid of the old to make room for the new. Now, if people are involved, of course, you want to do it respectfully, and take other people's feelings into consideration. Okay, that's important too, because you don't want to create bad karma for yourself. So, if it's a job that you're leaving, give your 2 weeks notice, whatever your contractual obligation is, give them time. Um, if it's a partner that you're leaving, um, you know, uh, give them time for it to settle in, say it gently. Take their feelings into consideration, or a business partner, don't just up and leave, immediately. Give them a little bit of time, okay? Do it respectfully, but yeah, start clearing the path for yourself, okay? For this new path. Um, uh, Making room for the new to come into your life, okay? Get it started. Plant that seed. It's not going to grow immediately. Excuse me. Plant the seed, and over time, you will have your harvest. Your wish is coming true, okay? But when there's people involved, always do it respectfully, okay? All right. Um, even if you don't like that person, understand that, they're just not where you're at, okay? There's a reason why they are the way they are, and take that into consideration. Okay. Another message from the angels, please. Another message. Got, three here. Okay. Inner peace. Okay. This decision that you're making, it's going to bring you a lot of inner peace. You've been carrying a heavy burden for a while now, okay? It's feeling very heavy, okay? And it's going to bring you a lot of inner peace. Yeah, look, fulfillment. It's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment. Look at all that light, all that abundance, all that light. There's people that you're not going to be able to take with you, but what you have in store is just so beautiful. And here and now, here and now. Yeah, so this has to do with what I was just talking about, that yes, this is your future and this is what you're focused on and what you're looking forward to. But, take care of the here and now, okay? Clearing this clutter that you have to do. Like, you created something up till now. And so be present in the here and now and do what you have to do. So, you may be going on, leaving your job to start your own business now. Give them the 2 weeks notice, though. Be respectful of what you've created until now. Okay, be respectful of your past self. Okay, still stay here in the here and now. Okay, take care of what you need to take care of in the here and now. And yes, look forward to what's coming, but there's things that you still need to take care of this before you move on. Okay, you gotta water that plant. There's going to be time. There's going to be time. So that seed that you've planted, it's going to take a little bit of time to grow. So take care of what you need to take care of in the here and now while you're watering this plant. Okay. There's some things that you need to take care of and to do it in a respectful way. Okay, be respectful of the people around you and also of your past self. Okay, of what your past self created. You did the best you could with what you had, and the other people are doing that too. Just remember that. But whatever this is, it's going to be very fulfilling and bring a lot of inner peace to you. So yes, there's lots to look forward to here. Okay, Archangel Michael, any last message for the Gemini Collective? Any last message? I'm getting the example of maybe you have children, and this involves moving to a new home. Okay, for instance, and maybe you got a new job and it's a distance away. So maybe you're going to need to drive a distance for a few months until school finishes, sort of thing, until the school year finishes. So something along these lines, okay? Or you have a partner, you have to give them time to get their finances together for them to move out, for instance, of the family home. Something like this, or an employer, and you need to give them your 2 weeks notice, okay? Archangel Michael, one more message, please. One more message. Yeah. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on love. That's interesting. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. This is very, very interesting. I'm not sure what this has to do with. Let me just see. There was the Lover's card here. Archangel Michael, what does this have to do with? Just going to take a few deep breaths. Oh, okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Yeah, so basically what this is about is just what I was talking about, like being respectful of the other person involved in this situation. Like you're excited to move on, but there's some obligation, something that you have to be respectful of here. Um, Okay, so I'm getting the example like you may be someone who's married, but the relationship hasn't been working out for a long time. I'm not here to judge anybody, okay? The relationship hasn't worked out for a long time. It's become a burden. And so you've met someone new that you're excited about and you want to start a new relationship with, and you've decided to get a separation or divorce, okay? Be respectful of this other person who you've been with, okay, for a long time. Be respectful of them. Show them some respect. Don't flaunt this new relationship in their face. Um, don't flaunt it. Be respectful of them and their feelings. Um, be respectful of yourself, the part of you who loved this other person for so long, who thought, this was your forever person, but you've outgrown them somehow. Okay, you've outgrown the relationship. Um, you know, uh, be respectful of that, is what Archangel Michael is trying to say. Yeah. Don't forget the love that you have for that person or the love you once had for them. It's like being respectful of the past, you know? It served a purpose. You grew in this relationship, okay? You evolved. It served a purpose. You learned lots of lessons in this relationship. At one time, you were very happy with this relationship, okay, with the recognition and rewards, but it became a burden at some point. So be respectful of the good things. Don't just remember the bad while you're going through this transition. So that's being very stressed here. I'm not sure why, but the message keeps coming up again and again and again. So whether it's a lover or a romantic partner, a husband or wife, or an employer or a group that you once belonged to, um, be respectful of that, okay, of the past. Do this, make this transition into the light in a patient way, in a respectful way, okay, in a loving way. Yeah. All right. Or that karma might interfere with your future if you don't. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm hearing the expression out with the old and in with the new. Yes, that's true. But, like when you're cleaning up this clutter here, okay, you're not just going to throw away, you know, like say it was your wedding dress or um, some beautiful dress, you have a beautiful memory of it, but you don't need it anymore. You haven't worn it in, 10 years, or if it's your wedding dress since you got married 20 years ago, you know, don't just throw it in the garbage, okay? Be respectful of it. Give it to Goodwill, recycle it, okay? Um, you know, give it to someone else may be able to use that wedding dress, or somebody else may be able to use that dress, okay? So anyway, I think I'm gonna detach from that energy. Any other last messages, Spirit? Whatever this is, it's gonna bring you so much happiness, okay? So much inner peace. Um, this is truly a wish coming true. Okay. All right, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this channel some love. Consider subscribing. It really helps the channel to grow and you'll never miss a posting. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing you all the very best on this journey, and I'm sending you so much love. See you next time.